Okay, so hello again. Mike Haley 7 still on this Sunday, February something, 2020. 12,652 miles on the odometer. I'm heading home from McDonald's with some food from a sweet pea and me. And today's topic is about consistency and dedication, I suppose. Now, when I first got into motorcycle riding, I rode as much as I could. And the purpose was pretty much to learn. But then, I fell in love with it, and I still ride every day, or almost every day. I try to ride as much as I can, unless it's raining. And it's something that I absolutely love. And some people might see me riding and think, oh, he's pretty good, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, it depends on where you are in the spectrum, right? If you're really awesome, you go, this guy's an idiot. Or if you're kind of newish and you go, oh my God, this guy can really ride. And it just depends. Everything's relative. I used to say that to my students too. When I was teaching, I'd say, I could write an essay, a 5-paragraph essay, with citation and research and stuff, and analysis and synthesis, all right in front of the class. Basically just pulling it out of my butt. And they were always amazed at how I could do it. And I said, well, it's because I've been doing it for more than 20 years. You do anything for more than 20 years, you're going to look pretty amazing to somebody who doesn't know what you're doing. It's like the guy who's juggling chainsaws. You think he started out juggling chainsaws? No. So you think, oh my God, how did he get to that level? It's consistent practice. So one of the things that I've kind of relearned, or was kind of underscored for me, is when you're trying to learn something and get good at something, you can't do it all at once. You can't go out to a motorcycle range and spend 5 hours doing, figure eights and stuff, and suddenly you go from I don't know how to ride to I'm an expert. You can't do it. It takes a little bit of practice, a lot, over time. And you'll have good days and you'll have bad days. No matter how experienced you are, you'll have good days and you'll have bad days. And there's no shame in that, because you learn from the mistakes. If you never had any mistakes, you wouldn't learn. I mean, it's impossible. You have to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. So having that mentality is a very important and healthy thing. It keeps you from expecting too much. It keeps you from getting complacent too. And how does this relate? Well, it's because lately I've been practicing, the saxophone, the baritone sax. I have a music channel now I created. It's called Mike Haley 7's Musical Journey. I've got 13 whole subscribers. I don't know why anybody would subscribe to me, but I put it on there primarily so that other saxophone players might be able to give me some advice when they see me play. And that's exactly what has happened. Somebody, at least one person, has given me great advice about where I'm holding and how to hit the notes and this and that. So it's been wonderful. And now I can see my progress. I can go from the very first video all the way to whatever video I end up making, and you can see my progress over time in almost real-time form, because I record every single time that I practice. And I've practiced 7 times now, over 7 days. Sometimes an hour, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. And I record bits of it. I don't record the whole damn thing. And a lot of it, I cut out when I record it. I cut it out when I edit, because you don't want to hear me making all kinds of weird noises. Hell, you don't even want to hear me playing the notes that I am able to play. But it's more for me than it is to entertain anybody. But if you're interested in seeing my musical journey from I don't know anything to I can play part of a scale, go right ahead and watch Mike Haley 7's Musical Journey. I ain't even going to link it. You go find it yourself. Anyway. But the point is consistency. I have to practice, and it's slow going, and it's frustrating, and it's amazing, and it's mind-opening. I feel tingly when I'm done in my brain because I'm learning new stuff. I didn't know anything about how to read a staff. I didn't know what a clef really was. I didn't know what a measure was. I didn't know about rhythm and how that plays in. I mean, these are all things that you kind of know because you sing to the radio or whatever. But when you're playing an instrument and you have to know the timing of the notes and stuff, that gets pretty hectic. But I'm getting better, I'm learning. And that's an awesome thing. I feel like I'm new, you know. I feel rejuvenated. Doing something that I never thought of really before. When I was singing, I was having a great time. And that was what motivated me to start playing, is I wanted to hit the same notes as the music I'm listening to, so I can have the little moment of joy when I'm kind of harmonizing or synchronizing with what I hear. I want to kind of get that joy back. And so in doing that, I'm learning tons. Just tons. So that's my main advice, people. Learn something new. And never stop. Stretch your boundaries. Try something crazy. I mean, for me, I bought a baritone saxophone. And I'm taking lessons at the age of 49 and a half. I'm 49 and a half. So at the age of 49, here I am for the very first time trying to play an instrument for real with lessons by a Juilliard-trained musician from New York. And I've committed. I bought this big old baritone saxophone, which does not come cheap. Let me tell you that right now. It does not come cheap. Try something new. Go buy a really nice camera and learn how to take pictures, or buy a nice video system and learn how to edit videos, or pick up an instrument, try to learn how to play, learn about music. It's a whole universe. Each one of these things represents a little miniature universe that you can delve into and learn so much about. It expands your entire understanding of the world. I mean, I've done so many things, and I'm not bragging. I've done so many things in my life. I was starting to wonder, geez, what the hell's new, you know? Literature, history, politics, science, language, travel, motorcycles, guns, videos. All those things I've done. And I really loved them, and still do. But I wanted something that was totally new, something that would totally challenge me, throw me completely for a loop, and I know nothing about, and I want to learn about it. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm having a ball, I'm telling you. So if you're thinking about buying a motorcycle for the first time, or getting back into it, because you did it when you were younger, and you're thinking about getting back into it, go right ahead, man. Go right ahead. Do something new. Do something that scares you, that challenges you. Motorcycles, of course, they have that added dimension of you could get killed. So just be careful with that there. But if it's a musical instrument, you know, you're not going to fly off the piano at 80 miles an hour and snap your neck. You know, you're not going to have a parking lot go down and break your tib fib like I did playing a saxophone if you're doing motorcycle stuff. But everything has its price. Like for me, my muscles are killing me because I'm holding up this big heavy thing. I had to buy a new harness. I'm learning. I'm getting better. That's the point. Never stop learning. Never give up. Never stop challenging yourself. This is Mike Cayley 7, inspired today in February. Stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.